is our lab. You can have a view. See, these are chemicals arranged. Hi dear all, today we are going to do some set of chemistry experiments. For that only we have come to lab, myself and Sridharana. Now I have just kept whatever things are needed. This is called our boiling tube. This is inside this we put chemicals and we boil it. Okay, for that it is used. And this is called a test tube. This usually we use it for doing reactions. So for this, and see, this is the holder, test tube holder. And why we use this holder means sometimes because of chemical reaction the test tube gets heated up, so we will not be able to hold it by hand. So using this holder we can use the test tube, and also we can see the reactions. And same holder we will be using for holding this boiling tube, and if we have to boil under the flame or something, we have to hold like this and we can do the reactions. Okay, and this small spoon like thing, this is called spatula. In chemistry we call it as spatula. Yeah, and here we have the distilled water over here, and this is test tube holder and test tube stand, and this is china dish. This is called china dish. Okay, yeah. Dear children, now we are going to do the activity 1 of page number 62. First activity we are going to do. For that we need sodium carbonate. See this chemical, sodium carbonate. Are you all able to see that? Yeah, this is sodium carbonate salt which is needed for this. And we also need dilute hydrochloric acid. Now it is already open. I am going to use this sodium carbonate. Yeah, this is dilute hydrochloric acid. This you can see this dil HCl, it is written dilute hydrochloric acid. This is mean it has been diluted, it is not concentrated HCl. Concentrated HCl means you have to be very careful with that while handling. This is just dilute. I am just going to add little amount of sodium carbonate. Why I am using this boiler tube is we can do in very well in test tube, but it will be seen clearly. That's why I am using this boiler tube. So I am going to pour. Always you should hold the test tube other ways, because when the gas comes, it will just go into your nose. So you should hold always the other side. So I am just going to hold this, and I am going to pour this HCl. Let us see what is happening. Are you able to see this effervescence? This gas boils. What is that gas? That is a new form of gas, which is carbon dioxide, which is the new substance formed over here. See how nicely this effervescence is coming out. Are you able to see that? Yes. So the reaction is this. Dear children, now we are going to see the activity number 2 in page number 62. For this we need silver nitrate aqueous solution. See, this is AgNO3. Are you able to see this? AgNO3. AgNO3 is nothing but silver nitrate aqueous solution. It is a solution, mind you, it is not a salt, it is not solid. So sodium chloride, Anna has given, so NaCl, this is NaCl, is sodium chloride, we all know this is nothing but the common salt, isn't it? So that these two we are going to add and we are going to see what is going to happen. Okay, now I have taken this, so this I can just hold it with the hand, there is no heating is not going to take place, so I can just hold it in hand. So what is this? First thing, I am going to add silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate solution is there. I've added, you're able to see this. Silver nitrate solution and little amount of sodium chloride salt. Anna inna konja add pannunga. Yeah, if I shake like this, are you able to see this white precipitate at the bottom? It has changed color to white, isn't it? Fully it has become white. If I make it settle down, after some time it will become thick white precipitate. Thick white precipitate, it is there at the down. Top, are you able to see that white precipitate? Just, dear all, this is called tripod stand. Okay, on top of this only we have going to keep this wire gauge, and this is wire gauge. On top of this we are going to keep this china dish and we are going to heat the sugar. Now that is the activity number 3 we are going to do now. This is how we are going to keep this. I have taken 1 tablespoon of sugar. Are you able to see this china dish? Inside that sugar is there. I am heating it. அப்படியா? See, I made it settle down. I kept it aside. Are you able to see that white precipitate down settled? Hi, now we are going to do activity number 4 in page number 64. For that activity we need to have, baking soda is a common name but the chemical name is sodium bicarbonate. Okay, are you able to see this? This is sodium bicarbonate salt that we are going to add. How we'll add, see. this spatula, we are taking little amount of sodium bicarbonate. I am adding it in the test tube. See, I am adding it in the test tube, and also acetic acid. It is acetic acid, CH3COOH. So this is acetic acid. So I am going to add this. There is going to be effervescence, so I am just going to hold this with a holder. So this is acetic acid I am going to add. Let's see what's happening. There will be carbon dioxide evolving. So see how I just poured little, but see how it's coming. Nicely it's coming, effervescence is coming. Are you able to see that? Yeah, some more I am going to add. See, I will add some more sodium bicarbonate, so that more amount of carbon dioxide is formed. See, are you able to see that? Effervescence is coming. That is called effervescence. Vapor, carbon dioxide vapor, that bubbles is forming, that is called effervescence. Okay, yeah. Hi all, now we are going to do activity number 5, which is the page number 64. Okay, for this we need potassium iodide solution, which is represented as Ki. The molecular formula for potassium iodide is Ki. Potassium is K and iodine is I. So potassium iodide, and also lead acetate. Here it is directly written, it's not molecular formula, lead acetate. Now I am going to add these two. Now I am going to first add lead acetate solution to this boiler tube. This is lead acetate which I am adding, and also drops of potassium iodide. See, are you able to see that yellow precipitate over there? Wow. So the product is potassium acetate, this yellow precipitate. See, these lead acetate and potassium iodide both are colorless, and when they come closer to each other, when they react with each other, it becomes yellow precipitate. See, interesting, no? Yeah. Hi everyone, now we are going to see the experiment wherein we use barium chloride solution. We are going to do an experiment wherein we are going to use barium chloride solution and also sodium sulfate solution. It is given anhydrous. Anna has added some amount of salt and he has made a solution, so it is a sodium sulfate solution. Now let us see what is going to happen with sodium sulfate solution. I am just going to add few drops of barium chloride. Okay, barium chloride, and if I add to this, what will happen? Just see, it has become white precipitate. Are you able to see that these actually the sodium sulfate and barium chloride were colorless, but when these two reacted it became white precipitate. There is a white precipitate now. If it is kept at rest for some time, we will just clearly able to see that white precipitate. I'm just keeping it here. Yeah. In this reaction, that is barium chloride and sodium sulfate, this barium chloride reacts with sodium sulfate to give barium sulfate and sodium chloride. This white precipitate which is just formed is barium sulfate. Okay. Now we have taken iron filings Fe, ferrous. Okay. And I am going to add little amount of copper sulfate solution which is in blue color. The characteristic color of copper sulfate is blue, this blue. So we will see what is going to happen when I add this iron filings. It's small iron pieces, that's all. That is what is called iron filings. Okay. Now it is added to this, and I am going to add little amount of copper sulfate solution. Hi everybody, now we are going to heat this copper carbonate. Are you able to see this copper carbonate? This is a green solid, so I have just taken it in test tube. Now I am going to heat this. Anna is heating this copper carbonate. Let's see what happens. Are you able to see that black solid forming over there? Black solid at the bottom. Actually we were heating that green solid. It has converted into black solid, isn't it? The new substance is again carbon dioxide gas that is formed. Yeah. So when it is heated, this copper carbonate or cupric carbonate, when it is heated, it forms a black solid. Hi, we are going to see one fun experiment. This is blue litmus paper which indicates whether this is called indicators. We actually use this for whether to find out it is acid or base. Okay, this is red litmus paper which is in red color, and this blue litmus paper is in blue color. Okay, now let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to take one strip of lead litmus paper. I'm just going to take dropper. Yeah. அது போருமா? சரி, ஓகே. நல்லா தெரியுமேன்னு பார்த்தேன். ட்ராப் பண்ணோன்னா அதில் பண்ணோன்னா கொஞ்சம் நிறையா தெரியுமேன்னு பார்த்தேன். I have taken now acetic acid. So I am going to drop Anna irukna. You just see what is happening. This blue litmus, see, blue litmus has changed to red, isn't it? This indicates that it is acid. Suppose we don't know whether we are using an acid or base or something like that. If we take a blue litmus and we drop it, and the blue litmus, if it changes to red color, then it is acid. And let us see what happens to red litmus if we add base? This is red litmus which I am going to take. Now I have taken sodium hydroxide, which is a base. Now let's see when we add few drops of this sodium hydroxide, what happens to this litmus paper. Okay. Yeah, now it is red litmus paper as you see here. Now I am just going to add few drops of, see, sodium hydroxide, which is base. It is getting converted into blue. See, this red litmus is converted into blue, means the solution which we are adding is base. Okay, yeah. Now we are going to add little amount of sodium hydroxide in this test tube. Okay, and I am just going to add something called phenolphthalein indicator. See, phenolphthalein solution. Are you able to see that? Phenolphthalein solution. It's written laboratory reagent phenolphthalein solution. So I am going to add to this sodium hydroxide which I have taken in the test tube. Let's see what happens. See, it has changed to pink color. See, are you able to see that? When I am adding this to this, it is changed to pink color.